What's up, you monkeys? Welcome back to an absolute fantastic video. So I'm basically going to break down for you guys literally everything that went behind a $34,000 day with organic dropshipping. Now, when I say I'm going to break it down, this is not going to be like the traditional, here's my landing page and here's how to make this look nice. And no, I'm like specifically only going to break down every single creative system, every single strategy, platform, traffic source, etc. So everyone who's ever made money online kind of understands the whole attention to money, right? This funnel: get attention, liquidate the attention, money from eyeballs, right? That's literally the most rudimentary kind of funnel or breakdown you could possibly make. So behind this was 3 platforms. We used YouTube, we used TikTok, we used Instagram. Sorry for my drawings, guys. If I was a painter, I wouldn't be a dropshipper and I wouldn't be a high school dropout. But so we used Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Now, you'd be like, Smith, why did you draw this funnel? I'm going to break it down. I see a lot of people saying that YouTube is not this. Yeah. I'm not saying YouTube is the most fantastic platform to do organic on, but at the end of the day, attention is money. So if you make $10 for, 10,000 views, why not just get more attention? It's that simple. So we used 2 other things as well. So I'm just going to do this. We used influencers as well. So a big thing that I've been tapping into is influencer marketing, and then RB, which is, I'm going to break that down right now. So another thing we've been doing is, I actually got scammed earlier this week for $700. If you follow me on TikTok, you'd know. So follow my TikTok or follow my Instagram, or do both if you like me. But yeah, so we use influencer marketing as well. That was a big driving traffic source, but it wasn't the main one, especially with all right, let me break this down. What is RB? So RB stands for rage bait. Now I'm gonna put PA here. Now PA stands for phantom accounts. Sorry if I sound sick right now. It's like 90 degrees in LA. It's super beautiful, but the pollen is going crazy, so my nose is so stuffed. But RB stands for rage bait and PA stands for phantom accounts. Now, essentially what rage bait phantom accounts are, and I'm going to break it down for you guys, is if rage bait is just baiting rage, it's farming engagement, right? So sometimes what I'll do is if I have a creative, I'll send it to my friend, and obviously I'll be like, yo, can you go rage bait? Go in the comments, say some stuff. Now, since we're my friends, a lot of the times it's racism, but that's just their thing. I specifically do it myself on my own phantom account. But you could do that with your friends if you need. But here's the thing. You only want, basically, what rage baiting is, especially for organic, is basically just, farming engagement, getting people purposely angry to get more people to comment, and then more people to argue, and then more people to comment. You get what I'm saying. Pretty self-explanatory. What a phantom account is essentially another Instagram account that you have and you utilize specifically for rage bait. Now, you want to wait until a video has momentum, because once an organic creative is going viral or it has momentum whatsoever, it's kind of hard to stop the momentum, if that makes sense. Like if you have a video that's going like 20K, 30K, then it has 80K, and then you wake up the next day, it has 130, the video is going to be hard to stop. Right? The algorithm's not going to sit there and be like, all right, let's, cut the videos at 150 because, he commented on from another account. They're not going to do that. So with a phantom account, what you can do is make it look realistic. Maybe use an old account, maybe have some followers, make it look super rage baity, make it look so annoying. Like when you click on that account, you're like, oh, that gets on my nerves. And then, excuse me, but basically just make it so people, like, it gets on these people's nerves like crazy, and then just farm the engagement. So that's what we call a phantom account. Another thing as well, and guys, I'm going to be dropping the craziest system right here. So for all of my one-on-one clients, I'm so sorry. Now, if you guys are familiar with a software called ManyChat, you're like, Smith, I hope you guys know what ManyChat is. ManyChat is essentially an Instagram automation software. So you log it, you buy it. It's like it's a couple like $30 a month. I don't know. I'm too rich to look at subscription prices. But ManyChat is like, I don't know, $20-30 a month or something. Basically, you can set up DM automations or story automations. So when somebody comments a keyword, I'm sure you've seen, comment the word balls. I literally did that on my Instagram 2 days ago. I said, comment the word balls and I'll send you something. So another thing you can do to farm engagement is basically get ManyChat. It's cheap. If you're scared of spending, $20-30 a month, you're probably going to stay poor forever. Scarce mindset. You're going for breadcrumbs. Get ManyChat. Set up automations for these comments. So instead of saying link in bio, no, ruining your engagement. You don't have to worry about the whole, I need to go viral, then I need to do a CTA video after I go viral, and then I have to make the link in bio CTA on the CTA video super, I guess, obscure and kind of hidden so the algorithm doesn't, shadow ban this video. Like, just get ManyChat. Oh my God, I'm dropping this. I'm dropping the bomb. I'm ruining all the organic guys. I'm taking all their sauce and giving it to you guys for free. So for ManyChat, what you want to do is okay, the reasons why is because one, you're farming engagement. Two, it's also a CTA. Every single video of yours can be a CTA video because you're going to go in the comments or you on the video or on the screen or in the caption of the video. And this only works on Instagram, by the way. Essentially what you're going to do is you're going to say comment blank and then put the quotes. So comment the word, XYZ, and I'll DM you the link or something, or I'll DM you a discount code or a discounted link or something like that. There's obviously, you get creative, discount code, a discount link, comment this for 15% off or whatever. And then as soon as they comment XYZ, then your ManyChat bot from your organic account automatically messages and DMs the person a link to the site. Now, the reason the conversion rate on this is unlike anything I've ever seen ever and I've used this on my personal Instagram as well, ManyChat. I've been in ManyChat for like a year. But the reason why this works so unbelievably amazing is because the conversion rate is insane because it's DMs. People are interacted. They're going to follow your account. You can also say like, hey, yeah, here's your link below. Basically, this is what your account, it's going to look like this. This is what the DM is going to look like. So it's going to be like this, like this. But then there's also going to be like a little button at the bottom for them to click. And then you can say, here's your link. Make sure you follow me so it works. That's another thing I do is you say, make sure you follow me so it works. So your conversion rate on your account is higher. They click the link, they purchase, and send them direct to the product link. Don't send them to checkout, send them to the product link. That is going to up your conversion rate like crazy. So yeah, influencer marketing as well, rage bait accounts, phantom accounts, ManyChat to get the engagement, Instagram, TikTok, and then YouTube Shorts. So let me give you guys a basic rule of thumb. The easier it is to go viral on a platform, the lower your conversion rate is going to be. Does that make sense? The easier it is to go viral on a platform, the lower your conversion rate is going to be. So YouTube Shorts, that's why we all know YouTube Shorts, you can crack 30K, 100K, million views like that. Super easy, but you're probably not even going to make $1,000 from it. Instagram, as we all know, is a very slow burn platform. It's very kind of, you got to really grind it out. And you got to use what I like to call the TIO, the TIO method. So Smith, what is the TIO method? Well, luckily for you, I'm going to break it down. The TIO method is super in-depth, it's super complex, and it's very business savvy. You got to be a really seasoned veteran entrepreneur to understand this method, okay? It's called the thugging it out method. So you got to just thug it out. Like that's all it is. You just got to TIO that shit. You got to thug it out, and eventually your Instagram's going to blow. Obviously, if you're getting 0 views, you're getting 0 views. Game is the game. But a big problem that I see with people, especially on Instagram and TikTok, YouTube Shorts not so much, but especially with IG and TikTok, is they will tend to kill an account and test a new product. I don't know why you're killing accounts and testing new products opposed to just testing different, like, here's the thing. Guys, when it comes to organic, there's so many insane variables that you can't actually break down. It's absurd. Like, it is insane. There are so many different variables when it comes to, like, I'll get asked for definitive timelines on things. Like, Smith, when do you think, so when is a good time to kill a product? I can't answer that question, dude. You ask anybody who's ever done organic and actually seen results, they cannot answer that question because there's so many outside deciding variables under that one question. When should I kill a product? I'm going to have to ask you 30 questions back just to even get a gist of where you're at. I'm going to have to ask, okay, well, how long have you been posting? What are your creatives like? Have you switched your creative frameworks? What are your reviews like? Have you been posting on other accounts? Have you been reusing creatives? Have you been doing CT? Like, there's so many different things I got to take into account. So there's never a definitive timeline on anything with organic. 90% of it, guys, is judgment. Okay? 99% of organic is just your own judgment. And the way you build your own judgment is by doing it, is by getting the reps in. Because you're not going to, like, should I kill this account? I can give you pointers. I'm not going to go, you comment this video, hey Smith, I've been posting. Now, if you want to go comment on this video, I'll probably respond to every single comment on this video. But if you guys are, let's say you're doing organic, you have a struggle or something, comment on the video and make it so unbelievably specific so I can actually give you a valuable answer back, opposed to being like, hey, Smith, how long should I test a product? Motherfucker, I don't know, dude. I can't answer that. So, anyways, Instagram and TikTok. Instead of just killing a product straight up, don't just kill the product straight up. Okay? What you want to do, and this is the highest leverage way to actually do organic, is you want to have niche accounts. So you want to select an account, you want to niche prime the account, but then you want to have one account directed to a niche. Now, that's going to allow you to test an insanely amount of products without having to go through the entire process of deleting an account or archiving and rebranding and doing this. Because realistically, once you switch a niche on an account, the account's done. If you have 5,000 followers in the gym niche and then you want to go switch to the Christian niche, it's going to be so hard. In fact, impossible. Like, that's just the name of the game. So if a good example, a high leverage way to kind of run organic. Let me take a sip of my energy drink. Oh my God. Anyways, so high leverage way to run organic is, let's say this is your account. You're testing creatives. Now, this is actually what happened with one of my clients that did 100K a month at 16 with organic. This was like a couple months ago. Basically, all right, pretend this is your Instagram account. Now, these are all your reels. He tested this one product, and I'm sure you guys have all seen it. It was a little dashboard. So like, pretend here's your car, here's your dashboard, and then like here's the, you know what I'm saying? Like, here's you driving, and here's the wheel. I bet basically it was like a little thing you put on the floor, and it would like holographically display a speedometer. Does that make sense? Did I draw that well enough? It would holographically display a speedometer. Like, since the windshield would have a mirror, it would just be like a light right close to the windshield, and then it'd show. So to show a speedometer. Now, he ran that for, I think, like 30 videos, and he didn't get any traction on it. Then I told him to switch a product, keep the account, don't change niches, don't archive the videos. The best reason why this works is because you don't have to archive any of the videos. You can just leave the videos up. And you can treat those old products or old videos that you tested as just you could just treat it as you warming up the account. That's the best part about it. So he went and tested a different product. I'm sure you guys have all seen it. He did retarded money with this. You just spray it on your thing. You spray it on your license plate, and when like speed cameras can't catch it, or flashes or whatever like that. He did 100K. He bought an M4 comp off of that product. So I'll actually throw up a picture right here. Boom. You guys see what I'm saying? So after like 30 or 40 videos of him testing this old product, he just kept the same niche, similar product in the same niche, tested it, didn't have to worry about anything. So I see a lot of people that are worried about like, oh, let me go and choose this different product and da-da-ba-da-ba-da. No, you can just make accounts in a niche and then speed test products in the same niche. You don't even have to test the same product at the same time. If you're not viral and your account doesn't have traction, who cares? Test 2-3 different products at the exact same time. Like, I don't know why people don't think of this. I don't know why people just don't like sit down and kind of like think, bro. Like, let me give you guys an example of 90% of the fucking organic guys. So 90% of people in organic, they're just the bottom feeder dropshippers. They're down here. And this is Mr. Organic God with all the money who, he's like basically just tipping a jar full of food into the fish tank. Now, the people at the top, now here's the fresh pellets, right? Is this a fish? All right, this is a fish. So this is me, because I'm a top feeder. I'm going to go get these fresh pellets of food, this fresh money. I'm going to go boom, boom, yummy, 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 because a creative guy, right? I'm going to go get this fresh pellets. Then all the good pellets are gone. It's going to sink down to the bottom. And then here's where the sad, lonely, retarded fish is. And that's 90% of organic dropshippers, is they're the sad, lonely, retarded fish. And they're going to wait, and they're going to get the scraps. And that's just because you're lazy. Most people don't, and I'm going to break this down, guys. 90% of organic is just creativity. I hate to break it to you guys. You guys aren't creative. I'm sorry. That's all it is. Most guys are going to say, you have to find this specific strategy when it comes to organic, and you have to do this, and you have to, that's not the case. Literally all it is just being creative. How can I be creative? If 90% of dropshippers don't make money, why would you do what other people are doing? No one has ever made money doing what other people do in any business model ever. So why would it be logical for you to do that? Go be creative. Like, no one's doing the ManyChat stuff. No one's doing the RageBait fandom account stuff. I don't know a single person who's doing influencer marketing. which is why I make so much money. That's literally all it is. And people are sitting here making it some super complex, systematic dive down. That's not the case. People are just dumb, man. Like, you can't be, like, here's the thing. Another reason why people are stupid is because they'll be, quote, and I'm going to put this in quotes because motherfuckers motherfuckers throw the term around test way too lightly. These guys will test the exact same creative 30 times in a row and then just say, oh, this product is dead or dropshipping doesn't work. You're stupid. Dudes will post the exact same copy and paste video 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They'll post it 13 times. If your video, if you try a video concept and it doesn't work, why would you post it an 8th time? Switch it up. I don't understand that. The biggest killer is just incompetence, to be quite frank. Like, I'm sorry, the biggest killer in organic is just incompetence, to be quite frank. But not to mention is people don't break it down for first principles and for what it is. You guys, here's the thing. You guys need to be testing products way more. Way more. Like, you need to be testing products way more than you think. Like, if you don't have at least 3 products on the way to your house, then that's a problem. That is a problem. If you don't have 2 products in hand, because most people, they go about, oh, I'm going to test a product, and then the product fails, and then they order a new product after it fails, and then they have to wait 4 days for the product to come. Then they have to do this whole setting up. It takes another 2 days, so it takes you 6 days to set up to test a new product. If you were to test a product, same day you're starting to test another product, order 3 more products, then once that product's done, you have more products in hand to test. You see what I'm saying? You can set up a system for product testing. To where you have just products in hand. You have products sitting. I have products sitting right here. I don't have to go and do, you see what I'm saying? You need products in hand ready to test, okay? So the biggest problem is that people try and go and, like, there's 90%, I'm going to tell you guys this, and I hate to break your bubble because you probably watch some guy in the space who's just lying to your face. 90% of organic is just myths. You got to post at this time on this blue moon on a Tuesday. And if it's a Sagittarius rising, then your views are going to be down by 13.643456%. Like, dude, 90% of organic is just built on myths. Once you understand the now what is first principles? Because I say first principles. First principle reasoning is essentially breaking down a complex problem into its first principles or its basic fundamentals, and then coming to an innovative solution. That is how billionaires think. That is how, like, I've watched 4 podcasts of billionaires. They all mention in the podcast first principle reasoning. First principle reasoning is literally going to make you rich. So that's the reason why I broke this funnel down earlier, is because this is the first principle of money, and that's how you can apply it with social media. So just understand the first principle. Okay, I need attention to make money. Why would I only test on one? Why would I only test on one platform? Why not test on 3 at one time? Why not do this? Why not? You see what I'm saying? So I don't know why most people are out here trying to push some, like, myths. That's all it is. Like, even I had Mikey again as a guest speaker in my community. Like, the guy literally told everybody he would arguably be like the LeBron James of organic. Like, the guy literally just said 90% of organic is just myths. You just need to test. I think most people don't put effort into creatives, and that's the problem. Most people have a creative issue. I guarantee you guys, 100% of the time, it's not an account health problem. It is just a creative problem. Most of your guys' creatives suck absolute horsecock. They literally are so unbelievably trash. So what I'll have some of my guys do is I'll literally have them make, like, sample creatives. So what we'll do is I'll be like, guys, so take your AirPods. Obviously, I'll have them get, like, the lights, the background, the props, whatever. But they'll do sample creatives. And a sample creative is essentially just getting props, getting videos, getting whatever, and you're using, like, your AirPods, or you're using, like, whatever you have with you, your phone, your water bottle, your wallet, your AirPods, sunglasses, and that's your that's like your placeholder product. So you're just really honing it in, because business is just skills at the end of the day. So you want to learn the skills at the highest rate possible. Like, the money you make comes down to 2 things: your rate of learning and your rate of change. You need to learn and change at an unmatched pace opposed to everybody else. And that is how you're going to beat the competition. So when I tell these guys to do sample creatives, what I mean by that is I'm like, go, I don't care, pretend it's in a niche. Say, oh, these are my AirPods. I made a creative like it's in the Christian niche. and they'll do like the lighting, they'll do everything. They'll set it up as if it were a real creative and a real product that they were testing. They will, because let's say they don't have the product or it's on the way, or they're just doing it just because, and they need the experience. They will make these videos, record, and either on a live call or in the Discord, they will shoot it in there, and they will be like, yeah, what do you guys think? What could I have done better? And then I'll review it, everybody else will review it, and they'll learn like fucking crazy. It's expediting the process of learning like a G. And I'm just giving this to you guys, like you can do it. I would recommend all of you guys do it because it's just skills. All business is skills, man. I'm sorry for if my drawings suck, dude. If I was good at drawing, I wouldn't be a dropshipper. If I was good at drawing, I wouldn't have dropped out of high school. All right, you guys see what I'm saying? So all it comes down to is the skills. You just need to learn the skills, and how are you gonna learn the skills is by doing it. Like most people treat organic dropshipping like it's some side hustle, and most people say, "Oh yeah, you can hit this in this amount of time." No, you can't. Organic dropshipping is not a side hustle. It's not a passive income, haha, funny business. You need to wake up every fucking day ready to go to freaking war, bro. This shit is war. I'm kid you not. This game is war. And people don't treat it like that, which is why these motherfuckers fail. Anyways, enjoy the sauce that I dropped here because I don't know why I'm giving this away for free. But yeah. Comment down below any questions, organic questions that you have. Like I'll just make sure they're in depth so I can actually give you a valuable response. And for anybody who doesn't know who I am, I'm Smith Reese. I'm an 18 entrepreneur from Los Angeles. Dropped out of high school at 16. Make over, I'm almost, dude, I'm like right in there. Last month, was it May? Okay, almost did 80K last month. Like just right there. But yeah, so pretty much just traveling the world, doing some cool stuff. You can check out my Instagram on there, and I also have like a full my story video on my YouTube. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, be sure to follow my Instagram, drop a subscribe because I just drop unbelievable sauce for free. And if you want to work one-on-one, check out the link in the description, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.